disturb. To avoid conflict. We're trying to avoid. We actually are actually trying to avoid being in real relationship. You'll find that you don't flow. Have you noticed how you don't flow in your relationships? Or you only flow momentarily, then some conflict or disturbance arise, and then you knot up and you pull back, what we call contraction. You recoil out of that relationship. Have you ever noticed that? Now, if you bring this kind of tendency to the guru, and the guru can't, you're not going to be able to get anything because you're going to recoil and contract from the guru. You see my point? Are you seeing my point? So we have to be able to look at ourselves, and that's how come very often being with a guru is like a death. In the literature it says that when you come to the guru is going to kill you. That is his or her function. And that makes a lot of people angry. People get angry at the guru, they abandon the guru over the least little thing. Just meaningless little shit. Meaningless little shit. Because the guru is constantly hammering. Whether overtly or covertly, they are constantly.
And to some degree, my relationships are my guru.
Look, Bubba, what's your name? I have to remember your name.
Grady.
Grady?
Grady.
Grady? All right, Grady. You're a friend of the food? But you should be a friend.
Watch the movie first.
I don't know, but I think you should be friends. But in any case, yes, sister.
So
he made the whole statement. Your relationships are your guru. And the guru is that individual that helps you finally be able to take advantage and flow in your relationship. And then all of these relationships that you have become like a guru. Truly, guru is a relationship. I love what you said. It is absolutely right. Absolutely.
So are you all of your relationships?
You are reflected in all of your relationships. In any relationship, and this is a very profound thing, and this is proper subject for a course in deep wisdom. Alright? Because everybody has been looking for themselves. People don't know who they are. And they are going all over the place trying to find out who the hell am I? Right? Who am I? And they searching high and low for this information. You know, they're calling psychic lines and all kinds of stuff. They're going to palmists and palm readers and tarot card readers and psychologists and psychotherapists and to guru this and swami that and reverend this and reverend that, and they're searching through all different books, all different systems, all because of one fundamental thing. They don't know who they are. Fundamentally. And the easiest way to do that, rather than go and spend 20 years in therapy, right, and thousands and thousands of dollars, right, the easiest way to get a glimpse of who you are is to look into the nature of your relationships. It is a mirror. Look how you are in relationship to money. Look how you are in relationship to food. Look how you are in relationship to sex. These are just fundamental processes in life. Look how you are in relationship to the environment. Look how you are in relationship to your material thing. How do you get along with your car? It's very important. It can tell you much about yourself. You see? Because remember, when you come to a guru, that's the whole function. A guru is sort of like a microcosm of all of this here. And the guru calls you to come in a relationship. And you contract. You see? And the guru's skill has to be such that they got to find a way to go back in and get you again, and you'll contract again. And they go again, and you'll contract again. The guru doesn't give up on you. You see my point? That's one of the differences. Everybody else is going to give up on you. You see what I'm saying? They're going to give up on it. You can fall out with the guru and y'all fight, and then, you know, but he or she always going to be over. You see? The world, they don't want you back. So, yes, it's a relationship. It's a relationship. I'm just spending a little time on this now, you see, because I know that in the past it was a great mistake. The teachers are so clear. It's such a simple concept, and very often, in the past especially, I thought that there would be no problem for people to see that. But I understand people don't see these things, so I'm pointing these out now, right? It makes it very clear, so we don't have no misunderstanding. No misunderstanding. You see, that we have to see all of these kind of tendencies in it that will make meditation ineffective, that will make pursuing yoga ineffective. We got a lot of stuff in us, and we got to first become aware of those things.
So one thing I'm hearing is that what occurs is that when things go wrong in our life, or what we term to be wrong, that it's really telling us to pay attention, since it's the guru.
Yes.
So you use the example of car.
Yes.
So if the car breaks down, it's really telling me to pay attention that I didn't get the tune-up when I got to the certain amount of thousands of miles.
Of course, that could be something as simple as that. You know. Also, it shows how you react. If the car breaks down and you start kicking the car in. Now that tells you something about how your mind works. You see what I'm saying? That whenever something don't go your way, immediately you want to destroy it. It tells you how you fundamentally relate to things. That everything must serve you, right? And when it don't serve you, you want to destroy it. You want to hurt it. It tells you a lot of things about the tendencies in your own mind. And just seeing that is enough. The guru is one that enables you to see all that the guru does.
Fred Groland, please contact the courtesy desk. Fred Groland.
And remember, the guru helps you to see. Doesn't see for you. Alright? It's not you. The guru is not like Jesus Christ that died on the cross for your ignorance. You see? No, it's not like that. No, not at all. You see? Right? The whole function is to help you to see. And to see that which is very obvious. It's not like this is not obvious. Because at all times you are in relationship. To exist is to be in relationship. Do you understand? When we talk about you exist, you cannot talk about the fact that you exist except within the context of relations. Is that about right? Can anybody demonstrate to me that you can exist in isolation? That you just exist, coexist, in no relationship to anything else that exists? It is almost equivalent to making a statement that you're the only thing that exists. Now this is head false. Now, if existing by definition means to be in relationship, right? Now we need to go into that.
So when I recoil, I'm really dying.
Absolutely. It is your recalling, your contracting, that is responsible for the dying, the death, the suffering. All suffering is the result of the recoil and the contraction. It's profound. It is profound. The attempt to avoid healing, the attempt to avoid flow. It's like life force flows through this body. That's the whole meaning behind the chakras and all of these things that you read in your esoteric literature, right? These are energy centers that flow. Life flows out of here. Is that right? Is that right?
Yes.
Is it right or is it not right? I mean, you sound like you doubt, brother. Huh? Yes. Life flows through this here. It's an exchange of energy. You understand? Everything is an ecosystem, right? Energy flows from here to you, your energy flows back to me, and in this way life is maintained, isn't it? It is an exchange system, right? Now, what happens when we contract and recoil, right? Now, first we build up a wall against the other person's energy, and we shut down the flow of our own energy. That produces a state of death, or what feels like death, which is misery, right? So the ideal is to be able to flow, to conduct the life force. This is what the ancestors talked about, Ra. The flow of life force in relationships. This becomes the aim and objectives of meditation, is to break down all of this tendency in us to recoil, to contract, to not relate, to try to avoid relationship. And so we have to be clear from the outset on this matter. This is deep stuff. This is deep stuff. You know, I mean, you have to go home and get you some of this good coffee. Get y'all some of this coffee for y'all, and take it home with you, and sit down. You have to drink some coffee over this stuff. Here. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna have to concentrate, right? But you need to see this here. Now, if you can begin to understand these things, then if you have been able to at least understand this much, then you'll be able to begin to appreciate what's going on in this process called meditation. This process of meditation aims to break down this tendency to constantly recoil and contract. Because all of us have a strong coiling and contracting tendency. We have created a habit of recoiling and contracting. And you do it automatically. You don't even think about it. It's on automatic pilot. Meditation first makes you aware of this, right? It makes you aware of it. It creates a unique situation where you are able to feel these tendencies. And that's why you don't like meditating, because it interferes with your normal tendencies to avoid. You don't like it. You really don't like it. And you're going to discover that, right? You don't really want to get up in the morning time. You don't really want to submit to these disciplines. You really don't want to follow the instruction of this. You really don't want, you want enlightenment, but you don't want it if it's going to mean you're having to change. And you're going to have to change. And you don't want to change. Fundamentally, that is the big problem. You don't want to give it up. Nope. You want to continue doing all the things that you've been doing before. And you want enlightenment sort of on the side, like a dessert. You understand? Fundamentally, you don't want to give up nothing. Your ego do not want to give up nothing at all. And that's the bottom line. And the guru and the path and the teachings and meditation is going to cause you to have to give up much. Because it is your clinging to all this stuff that is the problem in the first place. So now you begin to see the dynamics. That's why they say that a guru kills you. Or should kill you. If they're a good guru, they kill you. Bad gurus, they don't mess with you. It's all right. You see, you can keep your dope, you can keep your promiscuousness, you can keep all of your stuff. You don't have to, I can't do my meditation. Well, that's all right, baby. You don't have to do it. You see, that's not helping. You see what I'm saying? Oh, I can't give up my drugs and alcohol. Okay, you don't have to give up that. It's bullshit. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to change. And you don't want to change. And you need to understand what's going on behind it. These are some of the first steps, Rose, that we have to be clear on. And so I'm happy that we have this opportunity to have this kind of introduction to meditation and all of these other things. It is a kind of introduction that everybody should have, that will save you a lot of agony, you see? Because without that proper understanding, you're not going to last on the path. I mean, 6 months tops. 6 months. And then that confusion and the gravity of your ego will pull you off of that automatically. And then you will go on to some more business. So, we want to begin in an earnest manner here so that we have no misunderstandings. That way you have no hard feelings, right? That's all about this stuff. So now I said before then that we have these tendencies that are built up in us, that this recoiling, this contracting, this avoiding of relationship, this fundamental ignorance about how our minds work, this refusal to change. We got all of this stuff here. And so that is the stuff that is the first objective on the spiritual training to deal with. Okay? Now, there are some fundamental things about meditation that are important. One of the first things is that we have to get in the right posture, what they call asana. Now, asana can mean more than just a physical posture. Okay. Usually when we talk about asana, there's a certain asana you have to put the body in to make it stiff. And there are many asanas, you see. And this is stuff you can just read out of any, the lotus posture and all of these other things. You want to be able to make this body still for a fixed period of time. So you want to slow down now, right? So you have to get into a right kind of asana. Asana is also not only related to your body in terms of posture or position, you know, but it also refers to the mind, because the mind too has a certain asana that it has to get into. So the first thing is to get into an asana, to get into a posture. Emotionally, that is also the case. I mean, you got to get straight on this thing. You have to be clear. I'm going to follow the teachings, follow the path, follow the guru, or I'm not going to follow the teachings, follow the path, or follow the guru. Be very clear on this thing. Don't play games. You see? Because you only waste